Well, hello. Well, for this week, I just want to make one very simple aspect, but it's a key aspect that most organizations don't think about so much because just like organizations, we as individuals have a tendency to think about an academic situation that we would expect something to happen. And as long as it happens that way, we're good. But guess what? When you're talking about a VUCA environment, when you're talking about an unstable, adaptive, changing environment, guess what? May not be. And it deals with simply one gentleman who I saw an interview with him, and I actually shared it on my social media because I thought it was such a good point, very aligned with organizational maneuverability. And the guy's name was Rich Davinian. I think I got the last names pronounced correctly, but he was a retired, or is a retired Navy SEAL team commander, and he made this simple point, and this is the only point I want to make for you today. The very simple point is this. He said, skill sets, which is what most people try to train and focus on, are only valuable when you're talking about a predictable, sort of academic, understandable situation. Driving a car. As long as it's just going down the road and nothing happens, yeah, my skill set works. If I take an airplane off and I fly it basically straight and level for a couple hours and nothing happens, yeah, the skill set of just flying the airplane is fine. It works great. What happens when it doesn't? That's the challenge. What happens when what you experience and see, the factors that come on the scene today, are anything but academic, anything but expected? The skill sets don't so much work there. In the unstable, changing environment that we're talking about here, you have to go to what he called sort of an attribute thinking, an attitude and attribute thinking. And what this is your skill set. Your skill sets are not going to get you there. When you're talking about this kind of a situation, the things that are important is true situational awareness. Am I aware of when this doesn't meet the academic picture, and to what extent it doesn't? Am I aware of that? Am I aware of how my reaction might need to change based on that? So true situational awareness. And the other two words that he mentioned were patience. Do I have the patience to kind of truly observe what's happening and where it's going? As I make an adjustment, am I patient enough to watch what's going on there? And then the third word was being adaptive. Am I aware of when I need to adapt something differently because this is not the academic situation that I would have expected back, sometime prior? So just something to think about when you're talking in your team in a rapidly changing, unstable business environment where you've got to be adaptive sometimes. Guess what? What you learned in management school 30 years ago may not be applicable right now. The environment is different. You may have to look at how you lead your team better, how you develop your team better, and prepare them for the unexpected so that they can react at the point of attack. That is all a little bit different. And so a lot of these cases you got to think about. For the expected, understandable kind of framework situation, yeah, skill sets will get you there. But when things change in ways you didn't expect, skill sets are not what's going to get you there. You got to kind of look at the attribute aspect of it, the attitude and the attribute. The true situational awareness. Do I know what I need to do and why? Do I have the patience to make that happen? Can I adapt if it isn't? And those are the things we got to think about. And that's critical going forward. So I leave that with you for this week, and look around your team, your organization, and just see what you see. Have a good day.